Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering Library. Today we will study a new topic, that is DBMS architecture. Now starting it, first let's begin with what is DBMS architecture. DBMS architecture helps in design, development, implementation and maintenance of a database. A database stores critical information about the business. So selecting the correct database architecture helps in quick and secure access to the data. There are many different types of DBMS architecture: one tier architecture, two tier architecture, three tier architecture. Tier equals means levels. So now coming to one tier architecture. So what is one tier architecture? It this is the simplest database architecture we can see. It is used for local application. Here client, server and database are all residing in the same machine. We just need to install DBMS software and write queries in it. It is very rarely used in production. Now coming to the advantage, it is definitely, if it is all the server, client and database are in the same, so it is fast for a single user. It is easy to optimize and implement. Now coming to the disadvantages, it is completely unscalable. That is, we can't it can't be used for a large number of people. Not the size can't be increased. Like first of all, like here one user is using it, it can't be scaled like 1000 people are using it, so it is completely unscalable. And it does not support remote distributed access for data resources. We cannot use it remotely. Now coming to two tier architecture. Here it consists of clients and a database. Here the clients are database are on different levels. Database server uses API like JDBC, ODBC, etc. Example could be our Indian Railways. There is a mechanism like where we have to go to stations when we have to book for a reservation. We fill forms and book tickets. Here we have to write the date of journey, number of seats to be reserved and a train number. The person sitting, the railway clerk, will check whether the seat is available and then book the seat. This is an example of two tier architecture. Also there can be, if we similar in banks, if we go in banks and want to do credit or deposit, we first to fill the form and give it to clerk. Then, and if we want to, like example, we want to withdraw the cash of 20,000 rupees from our account, first the clerk will check whether that amount is present in our database or not. If it is present, then he will process the following requests. So this is second tier architecture. Now the advantages of this is the maintenance is easy, as there is only two tiers, so the maintenance is easy. And also maintenance is also due to the only the authorized clients, example the clerks in the banks, are able to use it, so it has limited access, so also it is easy. Database and business logic is physically close, which offers high performance. Yes, this is true. Like in three tier example architecture which we will see below, it will be having one business unit, so it will be it will be bit slower in certain cases. Now applications can be developed with due to simplicity. Yes, it is simpler architecture, so applications could be developed easily. Now disadvantage could be security. Like there are cases, there can be chances of bugs, and when the systems get hanged, when multiple clients are accessing the database at the same time, so there is no intermediator in between, so there can be chances when the system gets hanged. And scalability issue is also there, because it supports only a limited number of users. So To remove all these drawbacks, then third tier architecture came. When there are many people and they want to access data at any time, any place, and any amount of data, then third three tier architecture came into place. Here there is client, server, and a database. Here the different layers would be a presentation layer, business layer, and data access layer. The presentation layer could be the layer which we are using on our mobile, tablets, PC, laptops to write the query, or we request the following in the form of queries. We actually don't write the queries, we either do in the form of checkbox, tick, OTP, or form filling mechanisms which are present on the website. Suppose in railway website we want to check the train details, we just have to enter the place where we want to go and search for the trains. We don't have to write any query, so and we have to just select some check boxes. So it is like that. Here the interface which is made in the presentation layer could be of any language like Java, PHP, JavaScript. And for what is business layer? Business layer supports the interface or the presentation layer. It reduces the load on the data layer, so the direct load on data layer is prevented, and it works as an intermediator. And the data layer, now coming to data layer accepts the request which the user has made, and the business layer also converts into machine language, so the data layer easily accesses the data which the users want and sends the response back to the user via business layer, where business layer converts the data again into high level language which the user wants. So here the major advantage is, you can see that it is highly scalable as the users are increased. As in banks or in railways, we can rely on ourselves on the website for doing the tasks, and it is highly secure also, as the users don't know where the data is present. And the disadvantages could be the system could be complex system, yes, as the layer has increased, and the maintenance will also increase. But depending on the cases, like if we focus only on our on the number of users we have to provide the service, so we can increase the maintenance cost in that case. Now coming to the n-tier architecture, this is just a extension of three-tier architecture, and it has come to use because of the performance. It reduces the stress on the database, and so it is helpful. And its disadvantage would be same as the third tier. It could be difficult to implement due to its complex structure. So now coming to the end of this video, if you have any doubts or queries, please write in the comment section, and also like these videos and subscribe to this channel for more such videos. And you can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The link will be in the description below. And if you want this PDF, kindly DM us, write in the comment section, we will surely send you. And stay tuned. Thank you.